One more time. I'm just joking. I'm not gonna do that. She was ready. Uh, One more time. So the face, seeking His face is very, very important to our lives. It causes us. It makes a change for us. Mhm. It really does. So let's go. I have several thoughts on today, so it may not like, but it's going to be several thoughts. Genesis chapter 32. Come here, Lee. Genesis chapter 32, verse 20, I think it is. I'm gonna give somebody, the word, the word of our Father is sweet, and so sometimes we have to have something sweet. Oh, if you have your offering, you want to bring that, and your tithing, however you want to do, you can do that this time. Bring that unto you. It's just good to do. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks. May God cause a blessing house. To the Holy One, give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. Give thanks. Can we lift those hands without any wrath or doubting? And just say thank you or something to Him. Let's just talk to Him, Father. Thank you, Father. It's been good to us. And there's no one like you. There's no one that can compare to you. And you're just great. And you're amazing in all of your ways. You're holy in all your ways. I thank you for that. He's great. All right. He's great. He's great. He's great. He's great. Okay, I have one more thing. Can we just hug somebody that's in your row if you want to do that? Yes. It's in your row. So we had to do. So first time I hug you. He's good. He's good like that. Quinn. Oh, make me bend down. All right. Seeking the face of the Lord. And tonight we're also going to talk about the vine. Being connected to Him as well, but seeking His face. Sister Jackie got me the male, and I've had him for a while, and then she had me another skull. So I just put male and female, so when it's time for me to talk, I have and make it happen. I was thinking as I was getting ready today, I was like, wow, the brain knows the gender of the body. Yeah. Or you can have the same brain, but it knows the gender. Isn't that amazing? It knows the gender, so, it knows the gender. The brain knows the gender. I don't know. It just came to my mind on today as I was getting ready. I was like, wow, the brain, it knows the gender. It knows male, female. It does. So how awesome is our Father is that? When we be trying to change it, sometimes we try to change it. We try to change it with how we act or dress and things. But that brain knows the gender. And no matter how much we try to change it, the brain knows the gender. Amazing is that. So seeking His face. So I'm going to deal with that first because even though I did some rehearsing, did some studying and all that, but in talking this morning to Him. So Genesis chapter 32, verse 20, I think. Do we have that? Somebody has that? 32. Do you have it, Sister T? All right, just read verse 20 there. Oh, wait, let's see. We have different versions. Do we have different versions? Okay, so I know you have the, what is this? New God, Where's God's translation? Is that what you got? Oh, you got King James now. Okay, we'll read that. Anybody got the? What other versions we got besides USV and what version you got? Oh, King James. All right, this got the Hebrew Bible there. All right. Does anybody have the God's translation? Oh, all right. Okay, or I think we have some in the Bible. All right, God's translation will do that too. I'd like to get that one. Sister Jackie, you can do King James. And we'll read. All right, Sister T.
And you shall say, moreover, your servant Jacob is behind us, for he thought I may appease him.
Wait. The verse 20. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. It's verse 30. I'm like, that's not what I read. Genesis 32, verse 30. Okay. Now we're ready. Well, I'm ready.
So Jacob called the name of the place Peniel, saying, for I have seen God face to face, and yet my life has been delivered.
All right. Mr. Jack?
And Jacob called the name of the place Peniel, for I have seen God face to face, and my life is preserved.
All right. God's translation. Well, are you ready for that? Oh, you got it? Yeah. God's translation. Yeah. If you, or I think it might be the book right there, the Bible. All right. Anybody else got another different version? No other version? Okay. Yeah, go ahead and read it.
So Jacob named that place Peniel, face of God, because he said, I have seen God face to face, but my life was saved.
All right. I've seen God face to face, and my life was saved. So, what I like about this, and I'm going to talk some more, but what I like about Jacob, as I was coming down the road as well, Jacob said this. He told God, or as they were wrestling. So as they were wrestling, come on, Layla. Well, no, let me just. Can I use you, Brother RJ? Oh Lord. Well, no. Let me just watch it. I need you and lead. How about that? Come on, and y'all can just come right here in this stage area. No. Just do some wrestling mode. I mean, just I know you may overpower him. Maybe I don't know, but just grab, go, but do it for real. Do something to him, like for real. All right, hold him right there. Hold it right there. Okay, no, hold him. All right. So, but this is what they were doing all night long. But the thing about it was, Lee's gonna be Jacob, and this is God right here. Okay, so you got to get to the place where you don't want to let him go, because he's trying to get away from you. He's trying to get away from you. So go ahead, go. But you wrestling too, as RJ. But you trying to get. Hold on, Lee. Hold on. No, but I need y'all to stay in the stance when I just go. Yeah. He's trying to let you. He's trying to get. He is trying to get away from you. But Lee, you hold him. All right, hold that. Can y'all hold that posture? Hold it right there. Just hold it right there. Hold it right there. It's great. Okay. Again, Jacob is wrestling with God, and what's so awesome about it is that he's saying daybreak is coming. So he's got to go. Oh, then does it let us know that how our Savior prayed it before the daybreak? He always go at nighttime. Okay, so all right. So he doesn't want to let him go, and so Jacob is asking our Father, bless me. Now, he's not saying anything but asking him, say something to me. This is what Jacob is saying. Bless me. Not give me a car, tent, and all that. He already had cattle and wives and men servants, and he had all of it. what he's asking him is, say something to me. Say something to me. Okay, struggle again. You don't want to let him go. You're trying to keep him. But RJ's trying to get away from you. But he's, all right, all right. all right. Did y'all get the gist of it? Did y'all get what I'm saying? Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right. You should have been trying to pull his hat off and everything. You wouldn't let him go. He's sweating up there. Did you sweat, RJ? Was you sweating? Lee poured. He poured sweat. Okay. All right. So he is wanting our Father to say something to him. Now remember when he left, he showed him the ladder and told him, I'm going to be with you when you get back here. And Jacob said, if this is the place, the house of God, when I come back, I'm going to start giving him the 10th of everything I've got. All right? You got that? So now he meets up with him. Of course, he's about to meet Esau. He tells the family to get rid of their gods, take the earrings off, everything that resembles an image. And he took all that stuff. He gathered it all up and buried it because he just wanted the family to be seen by him. Not no images, nothing, all that. All right? And so he sends the family on. He then has an encounter with our Heavenly Father, and they wrestle. And all he's wanting him to do is speak to me, say something. Because that's what blessing is. It means promotion. How the person who is higher than you can elevate you to a position in life forever. And that's what he can do. That's what he can do. And so what's so amazing about this is that he's asked him to see he's seen his face to face. But the face of God, Penal means or Penel means face of God, however you say it. The face of God. But let's go back to that verse. And it says, and Jacob called the name of the place. The name of the place. All right, let's go to Exodus chapter, I think it's 25 verse 8. The name of the place. The name of the place. The name, that word, if you may want to underline that in Genesis chapter 32 verse 30. And Jacob called, right there, called the name of the place. And I think it said it in everybody that read a verse, and it said the name of the place. That means right there, it means the heart. And I sung the song on purpose today about the sanctuary. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary. All right, so that phrase right there, when you read Exodus chapter 25, verse 8, the place that I read, the place that they read was the name of the place, which means heart. It means the inner sanctuary. It means that means the place of God. The name of the place. So we focus on Penal or Penel, which is the face of God. But the name of the place, that phrase, the name of the place. Did y'all see that in verse 30 of chapter 32? Did y'all see that? Yes or no? Yes or no? All right. It says the name of the place. That phrase right there means the heart. This heart right there. This. Let's take the females off too, because we want to make sure everybody see that. I'm going to keep her tight though. This heart. This is the place of God. Hey, this is the place of God. Come here, Lee. I'm going to do an illustration. This is the place of God. Just lay on your back. All right, either way. So we all seen me do this before. So amazing. Lay down like you're nothing. No life in you whatsoever. God, he formed man from the dust of the ground. He formed him. He formed in his image and his likeness. That's what he did with mankind. Place him up. All he was, I don't know, when I was in boys club, we took a class. It was dealt with clay. And whatever that we had designed in our minds to create and to give to our mother or father, how we wanted to do it, that's what we did. And some had forms, and I formed mine. I made a cup for my mom, and she kept it for years and had a little face on it. I don't know what in the world I was doing. But anyway, I made it, and she came. It was brown, and it was glazed over and everything. But I made it. I formed it from the clay. He formed man. Now, my cup couldn't live. Only thing he could do is just hold pins and stuff. I don't think she ever drank out of it. But she put it on her desk or something. But this formation that he made, man, everything that our Heavenly Father was, he breathed into this. You ain't, close your eyes. They don't smile. I was just messing. He formed him. This was absolutely, it could do nothing. Be limber. It could do nothing. If he could raise it like that, but he didn't, because remember, it's clay. Normally when you have clay, you don't want to make sure it doesn't break or the piece come off. Am I right? Anybody play with Play-Doh and stuff like that? Yeah. So you want to keep it at a certain thing and make it so it can stand up, that it has its posture, and we push it and mesh it together so things will stay together. He formed man. But what's so unique about this, his skull, he breathed. I know it says nostrils, but when you look at it, it says he breathed into his face. The breath of life. Come on, sit up. All right, right there. He breathed into him the breath of life. And this, he stood up early, but I just wanted to come so I'm going to do it again. He became actually a living being. Lay back down. He became a living being because, remember, God spoke everything into existence, right? And everything was living. Everything was, except for things that didn't breathe yet. He had trees, he had water, he had grass, he had all that. Everything was going on, but there was nothing that had breath, images. Nothing was doing that yet. Just yet. Everything was set to go, but he just didn't have no living creatures, beasts, or even man yet. Or birds that came out of the water, because they have oxygen. The birds, they can dip down and come back up, and they can swim in water for a little bit. I think that's amazing. Even the fish, how they do it, but they do it. They live and breathe in the water. Prepared everything. So he came down to man, and so you got to remember something. Dogs and stuff, they have to have a memory and soul, because they can attach to us, right? They can become what we call best friends and stuff. They'll know us. I mean, you be talking to them, going, and we doing like that, and go, it has this. That's because I knew for a little while. But it could respond to your emotions. If you were sad, it would come and start licking on them and just trying to comfort it. It knew the emotions of the master. It knows the emotion of the master. Am I right about it? All right. So I don't know how cats do, but do they do the same thing? Okay. So, but I know they do respond. They respond to humans. So bears, lions, and tigers and bears, they respond to us as well. Some people raise them, all that kind of stuff. Some were terrified and they'll chase you down. And I don't put myself in harm's way like that. Even when they're in the cage and going, or, growling, I'm like, oh, no. That thing's real. When I was in Jamaica, me and Lee was in Jamaica, and then the things were rough, boy. They was sitting there looking at me, that thing was just like that. I went right back up the hill. It was in the cage. I went right back up the hill. I was not. I didn't trust it. I don't know if it had a weakness in the fence. I didn't know, but I know I went back up that hill because that throat was rattling. But they know if you look good for meat or not. Hey, you weren't gonna have meat. I was just going back up the hill, and I think we went to the crocodile. It was the crocodile. We went to the river. The crocodile. Lee was about, I think he was maybe about maybe 8 or 9, I think, something like that. And they had the biggest croc in the water and stuff. And they swam to it. I don't know how they knew where it was. Swam to it, and they said it's 10,000 pounds. I was like, sure, that's Lord, that bird said, though, it was in the water. And so all he did is put some meat. He said, now don't lean over the boat because, they can get you in the straight. Leaned over. I said, get back in this boat, boy. What's wrong with you? Because we couldn't see it only until he put the meat on top, on the outside of the boat. And then it came and got all like, good Lord, that thing was big. And he leaned his head over that thing like that. I was like, we can't, because I would be scared to jump in that water. But I would try. I think I would try. All right. So we seen they were just sitting up on top of the banks and everything with their mouth open and drying out. It was just all kinds of stuff. And I was scared. They had us walking by. I was like, oh, I was scared. But anyway, they respond. That's what I'm trying to say. All the joking and laugh I was doing, but they do respond. They respond. So everything that that God is, man became that. He breathed into him. Come on. And he woke up. He woke up as soon as he breathed into him. In case the breath of life, he stood up. And so what was amazing about this, man was the Son of God. He was the Son of God. And his nature, let's go back in here for a moment. Just stand right there. Even though we can't have light. Do you remember that I had the dolls one time on the table, and I had light that was coming up from the dolls? Y'all remember that? Anybody? Okay, so it's just one person. All right, but anyway, his nature was absolutely like God's. Even though he had a human structure and all that, he was naked and not ashamed because of the light. But his body was light. Everything was light. And there was no shame. There was no error. He didn't know any wrong. So he could walk like that because he was in the nature of light. Though he was naked, but there was no shame because he was light. There was no need for him to cover anything because there was no wrong and nothing whatsoever. He taught him about the tree. Come on. I know I say it a lot of times, but it just really makes he taught his son about sin. So he said, there's a tree of life over here. It's in the midst of the garden. Come on over here. There's a tree of life, and you partake of it, you will live forever. And this nature, this bright nature, will stay with you forever. Come on, I want to teach you about this other tree. This tree right here is, I'm going to teach you about sin. So this tree right here is the day if you eat of it, it shall surely die. So because the sin is in the world, and sin is out there, so this tempter is going to come. He'll try to tempt you. He's going to lead you the wrong way. But I'm going to let you know this, that if you eat of this, you will begin to die. You won't die physically, but you will begin to die. Your nature will change. All right? So then when the tempter did come to Eve and him, he was telling him everything. He put another conversation about the tree. Come on, Brother Darren. If you don't mind. The tempter put, just say him right there. He put another, I taught my son, I made him, I breathed into him and everything, He's got a reflection of me. He looks like light. He's straight darkness, He don't look right. It's the truth. He don't look right. He looks like me. You understand? Like someone said at the restaurant last night, like he really does look like me. That's what they said. I was like, oh, cool. So, but anyway, he is an express image of him, of his father. He named the animals. He could do all that because he has the nature of his father. There's no wrong in him. But he does know about sin. He does know wrong. He does know about it. Hasn't done it, but he knows about it. He then talks about this same. He didn't talk about that one. Oh, okay. I said he didn't talk about that tree. He talked about that tree. Because all he wanted him to do was to begin to die. All right? So he let him know, hey, man, I'm paraphrasing. God's holding something back from you. You're just going to be just like him. You're not going to really die. You're not going to die. I said something about the tree. Now he comes saying something about the tree. His wife, come here, Dave, for a second. His wife then, excuse me. His wife, come on up here, because just for a second. His wife then, she eats of it. Just eat of it. Act like you're eating of it. Eat it. Your mouth got to be open. Okay, she eats of it, all right, and she acts like, and then says, hey, buddy, hey, now when he looks at her, he doesn't see a change as of yet, nothing. He then eats it. She gets it, eats it, act like he eating it. No, as soon as his whole nature, his and her, the light fell from them. He's gone. Go away. He's gone. Now they see the results of what his father said, not what he said. You understand what I'm saying? So what has to be saved is this. Because he breathed into the skull, into our minds, our brains. And so that's why we have, I was thinking about the funeral that we was at last Friday, and it's amazing to me, like, the thing that we would desire to have the most was air. We want breath to continue to work in this body. I know sometimes the leg made a little stiff or something like that, but as long as we breathe it, I'll do it. You understand what I'm saying? We'll do that. Even if your hands withered up or something like that, you can't pick stuff up. You be doing like this, whatever, like that. Do it like that. But as long as we got that breath in the body, we're all right. When that bad boy's gone, we'll put people on ventilators and stuff to keep the heart going. But when this is shut down, it's over. Unless he does a quickening and goes, breathes back in, because he has done that. Now, I haven't personally identified that as of yet. I've seen people die. I'm like, oh, in my face. But they take that last breath, and it's gone. And they're gone. Like, there's no lead. There's no danger. We're in the world, and we want them to come back. They ain't coming back. It's gone because the body has left. So they were still living, but his presence, the very presence of him, the very nature that they had from him, and the communion they had has been, because they trusted, instead of trusting in the one who made you, you trusted in someone else who made him, and he did not look the part, even though he was a serpent and he was being used. Yeah, come on. But he told them about it. All right? You got, thank you. So he wants to be a sanctuary. He wants to be a sanctuary. So this is the heart of God. This right here, that is his heart. All right, did I say Exodus chapter 25, verse 8? All right, let's do that. And let them make me a sanctuary that I may dwell in the midst. I want to just read it. Let them make me a sanctuary that I may dwell, finish what I'm saying, that I may live, and that I may inhabit, that I may settle. I want to just settle in there. Read it. So I learned something about the tabernacle. Then when he made the ark, a lot of times, now when we studied about the ark, we talk about coming into the tent. Then we see the brazen laver. Those who read about it. Then there's not the brazen laver, the altar, and then there's the brazen laver, and then from there, then there's a curtain, and then there's another curtain. But when he taught Moses, he taught from the Ark of the Covenant out. That's how he talked about it. He didn't talk about it, earth coming in. He talked about him coming to us. That's how he talks. So when he designed the ark, he was talking about how he wants to come to us. So he wants to dwell with us. That he wants to dwell in the place. This is the place of God. This. So when we put other things there, that's why we go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I guess we do. But we don't do right. Our behavior's off and our mood's off because we have moved him out and put other things in the place of God. Because this thing right here thinks and can replay. I promise you, maybe some of you, I don't know, will see how I did Lee, or no, RJ and Lee, and how Lee was sweating or something. We'll remember that. You will, because this is a theater. It plays backwards, it plays forward, and it plays right now. That's what it does. Glory. But it's the place where this has to be saved. This, what we want to invite him. And so when Jacob was wrestling with him, he's like, I need you to give me a picture of what I'm going to be like. He didn't say, give me something. He said, speak to my heart. That's what it is. Speak to bless my heart. Bless me. Bless me. I'm not going to let you go until you show me some kind of demonstration of what I'm going to look like and be like for the rest of bless me. Woo! Come on. Come on, let's lift those hands up. Come on, lift those hands up right there. Hey! Bless me, bless me. Yes, sir. All right. Glory. Bless me. So he wants to be dwell in the midst of us. Dwell with them. Dwell in our hearts. Oh, what I like about this, I through some study says, I think there's a song that, I can't remember his name, Paul Morton. He says, this is holy ground. They was talking about the fire on the bush. This is holy ground. Well, what about that? This is holy ground. This is the place. Listen to what I'm saying to you. When he told Moses, to stop by the bush. No, excuse me. Moses stopped by the bush and seen that it was not burning up, because he was used to that anyway, right? And so it got his attention. When it got his attention, he went back and looked at it. And so when our Heavenly Father seen that, then he began to speak out of that bush and told Moses, don't move any further. Slip your shoes off, because this place where you're standing is holy ground. Why was it holy? Because he was speaking. He was speaking to Moses from that tree. Hey, so when he speaks to us, that's why Jacob, he told his whole family, not just him, he told to everybody, take off all your images, your necklaces, your earrings, your rings, get all of it. Give it to me. They put it in a sack and he buried it. Now, he didn't give it back to him. They picked up him. But he got, because he wanted the place of God, he wanted the presence of God to be made known, and is made known by his voice. Speak to me. Don't me. Tell me how this is going to end up with me and Esau. I don't want nothing. I just want you to speak to tell me how this is going to end up. So he tells us that this place, this is a sanctuary. He tells us, I want to dwell there. He wants to dwell here. And how he dwells here is, allows us to get a picture of his face. Get an idea what his face is like, because he will show us who he is. And he will talk to us. Oh, yeah. If it's holy ground, and even though Moses had an idea of him at that moment, was that he's fire. He's like fire. And then as the relationship began to go, you can't actually see my face. But as I'm moving through, I'm going to put you in the cleft or hide you in the rock, and then I'm going to remove my hand, and all you're going to just see is my back parts. And as he was going by, seeing the back parts, remember, after he did that, he came down from the mountain and had no idea. Come here, Lee. Come here. he had no idea, come and stand back to light. He had no idea that his face was shining. Because remember, when he spoke to his son, or excuse me, when he breathed into his face, his whole body was light. Woo! Because he now he has the image of his father. That's why when he seen a dolphin come up, he said, "Oh, that's a dolphin." He had already made it. Remember, he had already made everything. When he seen a little ant come out, he said, "Oh, that's an ant right there." Because he named the according. Oh, when he seen a chimpanzee come by, oh, he took him to the jungle. What are you gonna name that one, buddy? I thought that's a chimpanzee. Yep. He could name it all because he had the thoughts of God, of his father. All right. So when Moses had an encounter with him, and he's in the cleft of the rock, and hit him until he passed by, and then look at my back. And he looked at his back, boom. He had a glance, and it changed his nature. So when he come down from the mountain, come on down, with your head lifted up, come down, you're going to go down the mountain, go down. All right, when y'all see him, hey, oh, your face is shining. He's like, huh? So they put a little bag or a bag over his face, and so he was talking to him. He was talking to him like that and giving them the instructions what he had said to him, because the glory or the light of our Father was upon him. You understand what I'm saying? Because this, remember when you read it, it says, and the place. And he named the place. That means the heart. That means, that phrase right there means the heart. And so his heart had been changed. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, his heart had been changed. Are you with me so far? Okay. So let's go to Hebrews chapter 4, verse 13. Some of us may try to fight him, you know. So every day we should be living to be with him. Every day we should be aware of his presence, and I know it's like, well, how's that? It's the prayer. When we take time out to talk to him, it's not just constant conversation. It's that, you know how you have those. We have people who we talk to on a daily basis. I'm gonna tell you something. It makes us that even though we may not see them, they may be an hour, 2 hours away, 30 minutes, I don't know. But we become aware of their presence. We don't see them, we just hear them. And we are aware. So we may talk to that person maybe 2 times, maybe 1 time in a day. My dad is pretty much 1 time. I know the time frame. It was when I was in Africa, it was later. Now it's changed to 8 o'clock, so he has this 8 o'clock thing. So I should be looking for him about 8 o'clock or so, because he's going to call me. He's going to make me aware of his presence. And so he's aware. Sometimes I try to beat him. Said, I called you first today, because I want him to know that I'm interested in him too. Does that make sense? So, want to be aware? Oh yeah. It's in the car. Oh, Lord. Yeah. It's in my car. It's unlocked. You have to use the little thing to hit that button to turn it on. All right. So be aware of his presence, and we're aware of his. Okay. We can't hide anything from him. All right. Read verse 13, Sister T. Chapter 4, everybody, in chapter 4 of Hebrews, chapter 4, verse 13. All right.
And no creature is hidden from his
No creature. It don't matter if you're an alligator, crocodile. See alligator after a while, crocodile. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No creature. You know, we can fool people with that all that. You know, with this you know. All right, I'm gonna do it for real. Like, we just be running that trap like we just be running that. Yes. Oh, but the scripture teaches us that he sees the place. where he resides. He judges us according to how you already imagine how you was acting right there. Even though you might have acted a certain way here. He already seen how you acted right. He's seen all the indignation and all that. He's seen the words come out your mouth, even though they didn't come out of that mouth, they came out of there. And he sees all that. You understand what I'm saying? So he judges us not according to what you have done. He says, but you did say. You remember when Sarah laughed? And she was in the tent, and he's talking to Abram. You know, he's talking to Abram, and Abram, Sarah laughed. She didn't laugh like, she laughed here. He said, so why is Sarah laughing? You know, and she come out and say, I didn't laugh. He said, oh, but you did. Because he goes right here. He sees all of it. Oh, yeah, I like that. I'm just joking. He sees all of it. He knows our every thought. So she reads, no creature. Go ahead.
But all are naked and exposed to the eyes of him to whom we must give account.
Woo. Everything is exposed to him. It doesn't matter how we try to hide it. It doesn't matter. Everything is exposed. It's exposed. He sees it. So when Adam would leave, when he had sinned, or he ate of the tree, you know what came back to his mind? The words of his father. When he seen his whole nature change, like, oh, and you know what he's been trying to do? What he was trying to do? To get back to that same state, because because the nature that he got into now, I'm stepping on rocks. Oh my God, this heat, everything had changed. So we're born into this world and we're like, yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yay, yippee-yay. You know, we're excited about being in this earth and bringing babies into this. That's the truth. But this place wasn't designed to be like this. We weren't designed, but this nature has to fit this nature. I was telling him this one. I said, you, even though the prince and power of the air, but Father, you are really the God of this world. You are. You made it. He didn't make nothing according to what I have been learning from you. He didn't make nothing, but yet he's a prince and power and influences people like he did with Lee. To influence us to go wrong and replace him with stuff here. And then we get attached to it, and this is why it's what we call an addiction, right? We get addicted to cussing. It's the truth. We get addicted to marijuana. We get addicted to women or men or the opposite, the same sex, whatever. We get addicted to all that, the murder, the killing. We get addicted to tattoos and stuff like that. All those people just keep getting them, because this, we're replacing him with stuff that we're not supposed to be doing. Does it make sense? Because this was supposed to be designed just for him. And then to love people the way we're supposed to love them. And then it goes through a whole lot of mood swings and everything else, because we have put other things and other thoughts and other things and other thoughts, other imaginations and other things and other thoughts in the place where he's supposed to live. Because he says, Lord, you prepare me. But he tells me, let them prepare me a sanctuary. Prepare your heart for me, because I just want to dwell. Remember the covenant said in Jeremiah chapter 31? Jeremiah 31, I think it says 32. He says, I'm going to make a new covenant, not the one as of old where they couldn't keep it, but what I want to do, I'm going to put my spirit, I'm going to put my breath in them. And then not only that, but I'm going to write on their thoughts. I'm going to write on their minds. He doesn't actually write. He talks to us. And when he talks, it makes it an indention to where you don't go back. Thy words, your words, what you say to me is a lamp. It shows me to my feet. Because, it's not actually a lamp like you walk and got this lamp. No, it's actually, he's actually talking to us. And every step, my steps are ordered by him. They've already been designed out. So if I delight myself in him, because he will give me desires in my heart, because my heart is just like his heart. My thoughts are like his thoughts. This is true. I know his ways, and it's also not like ours, but this is what I do know. When we seek for him, he'll show us what he's thinking about. He'll show us what his ways are. And because this is the place of God. That's why he says, Lee, he says, love me. Land, he says, love me right here. Love me. You love me. You already know I love you, but I want you to take time out to remove stuff and to love me. That's what he says. And so he says, you put off the old man, and then you put on the new man. He says, be not conformed to this world or to this chaos or cosmos, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. I'm not going to transform your mind, but I beseech you therefore, brothers, by the mercy of God, that you present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is what you're supposed to do. I know it says reasonable service, but in other words, it says this is what you're supposed to do. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed. Metamorphosis, that's what it is. Metamorphosis, like a caterpillar, that's what he's talking about. A caterpillar, and I think I talked about that, goes into a cocoon. What's so awesome about this caterpillar, that the moths and stuff, they're larvae at one point. What's awesome about it is that they have the structure, the skeleton of the butterfly or the moth inside of its body already, and it's waiting for the moment for it to go into its cocoon and transform and peel off how it used to walk around, and now it can go flap, 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 and just fly, and doesn't go back. It doesn't even want to go back to like it was, because its travel is a lot better and smoother. You understand what I'm saying? So when he writes upon the place of your heart, the things that you used to do, for real, you won't do no more. When he writes on it, the places that you go, you won't go no more. And it's not like there's a struggle no more. It's not like it's a struggle. It's a delight that you are seeking him, and you don't want to go back to that, because you know that it bothers you, and you know you want to be pleasing to him. He says, I have a servant who has a man after my own thoughts. David. He said, David, he's a man after my own thoughts. David is a man after my own imagination. Even though he may do wrong, he goes back and says, I just want to make sure that I'm pleasing unto him. Because he's a man after his thoughts. And that's all he wants to be. It's pleasing unto him. Because why? He wants to make sure that this place is the place of his Father. This is the place. This is the sanctuary. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy tribe. So I have one more thing, because I'm going to be done at 7:30. Is that okay? All right. I have 11 more minutes. So, Lee, I know I keep using you, but come on back. Okay, I'm wearing them out. But then let me use you. Yo, you okay? You want to go? Okay. All right. So, just stand up there if you don't mind, sir. Just stand and face the congregation or the crowd. I think it's in John chapter 15, verse 5, if we can go there. John chapter 15, verse 5. Lord, prepare me to be sanctuary, 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 pure and holy, tried and true. Now, we do that. And with thanks, hey, thank you, Father. Thank you that I'm a living sanctuary just for you. All right, John chapter 15, verse 5. Can you read?
I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever abides in me and I in him, he it is that bears much fruit. For apart from me, you can do nothing.
He says, I'm the vine, Ye are the branches. Now, this branch, from this particular tree, has come from, where was we at? Columbia? Where was we at? Maryland? Is it Columbia, Maryland? Okay. I'll be thinking about Columbia. I'm like, okay, all right, over. All right, Columbia. This branch came from Columbia. I had an idea, as I was talking to him, and it came to my mind. This is from a walnut tree. Now, it's been broken off since Saturday morning. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days. Now, it still looks pretty like it's alive, don't it? Now, not to me, because right here, when I broke it from the branch, it was still freshly wet and all that. It's done dried up. It's dried up. So when I pulled it from the tree, it says, I am the vine. Now, the vine is from the tree is the tree that's growing up. Then all of a sudden, stick this one. It's got some branches. This one's out a little bit, all right? It's got some branches coming out. You know what I'm saying? But this whole thing right here is called the vine. You understand? And we are the branches. So thank you. He says to him, us, that read it one more time, see. In John chapter 15, verse number 5. I am the vine. This is the vine. And
You are the branch.
you and I, we are the branches.
Whoever abides in me.
If we abide in him, abide. Oh, I got another word. Stay. Just stay. If you just stay with me. Just stay with me. If you stay with me, go ahead.
Then I'll stay with you.
He said, I'll stay with you. Oh, he said, if you stay with me, I will stay with you. Read on.
He is that bears much fruit.
Well, he said, because you want to stay with me and I will stay with you, Lee is going to bear much fruit. Why? Because they're staying with one another. And his life will impact other people's. And he's so happy because he is fruitful. And the thing about it is he can see his fruits manifested day by day. It's not like it's a surprise. Oh, but he sees it. Grab your walnut, buddy. Just grab your one. It might be small right there, but grab one. All right. he got some fruit because he can see, because he's abiding. Oh, excuse me. He's staying. And the Father is staying with him because the Father is the vine. All right, you got me? He wants to stay. He wants to dwell with us. I said he wants to dwell with us. And this is what's amazing about it. He shows himself who he is in the place of God. Because this is the place of God. Sometimes Lee be talking, I'm like, hey, who is this? I don't know this Lee. But he's talking because our Father has been showing him. Yeah. And it don't matter if you've been crazy and all that kind of stuff, he still talked to you. Remember, he talked to Balaam. Y'all remember that? He talked to Balaam through another breathing creature called a donkey, and told him, hey, buddy, I've been trying to save your life. You beat me up like this. You know, but our what's so amazing that our Father allowed the animal to see him, but he was blind. You know why? Because he had his own imagination. I'm gonna be honest with you, he had money on his mind. He had money on his mind. He had money on his mind. And he couldn't see nothing but bling, 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 bling. And his eyes were just blinking. Bling, bling. Understand what I'm saying? All right, finish out. Let's see. From apart from me. No, I'm teaching. From apart from me.
You can't do nothing.
apart from me, this is divine, this is divine. But he says, apart from me, you can you can live in this world, Landon, but that don't mean you're going to live successfully. Oh, can the prince of power there give you riches? Absolutely. Oh, but the place of God is empty. This is the place of God. It's empty. Apart from me, he says, you can do nothing. As a matter of fact, this tree it has already died. It's drying up. And I can't wait to see a few months later what it's going to, because I'm going to keep it. Because we're going to see how we do when we are, we might look fresh, don't we? Yeah. We look fresh, but our lives will dry up. And this does not have the place of God in it no more. Because we have separated ourselves from him. And we can do nothing. But the thought process I want to leave with you on tonight, because I had that wasn't really my message, but he gave me another thought process in prayer. Stay with him. He said, stay. Lord have mercy, just stay. So you can produce fruit, good fruit. You'll impact people's lives. And he will show you who he is. I'm done. Just stay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right. And I'm going to tell you something already, which is amazing. This came to my mind. Some of the fruit, even though I've been moving around up here, the life that it has is just falling off because it has no strength. Our life depends solely and totally upon him. Adam, when his life was solely upon him. So now it's like we have to go to rehab or rehabilitate or have a recovery because of where we come from. Because we're born in sin and shaped in iniquity. And so when there's alive, when the trees are alive, this thing wouldn't be doing like this. It wouldn't be flaking. We leave pieces of our lives everywhere and everything. Because we can disconnect ourselves from him. He said, if you just stay with me, I'll stay with you. That is the word, and it also means to dwell. It means to settle. I guess it did work, the same lesson. But stay with me. All right. Anybody learn anything tonight to where you could change your life? And anybody want to say anything before we leave here today? But of course, now I'll go around the room. But I was just wanting to. All right, Sam. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. He sees the place. You remember